What's up, Divine Ones? It's your girl, Divine Justice, back for another Divinely Channeled message. And this one, I'm not sure what the title is yet, but it'll be up there. But yeah, so we got They're Marked. They weren't aware that staying in that energy and continuously behaving on that vibration, doing destructive and humiliating acts to themselves and to others would mark them. It would mark them. And so we have storm warnings, severe winds that may be a sign. If you have a lot of wind, some type of storms, that's a sign that things could be amping up in some of these people's lives. And when I say these people, I'm talking about the people that came against you, chosen ones. And so we have Sobek coming through and Amit coming through, these gods and goddesses of judgment that are responsible for possibly, Sobek like eats the heart if the heart does not pass the test of the feather. Anubis is Osiris, god of the underworld. It's coming through. So these are some of the things that are coming through. Some of these people are at judgment. Their hearts are being weighed. Their hearts are heavy. Some of these people are hearts just plain old dark, plain old black. Oh man. And so yeah, they have to deal with Sobek and Amit. A lot of people failed you, and people acted like you were hard to fulfill. It was like this one element that you just, you require from people that people always got from you. I don't know if this was just like honesty, just like support, reciprocity, like just having that mother wound tended to, that you did so much for other people in that area. You were the mother of the group. You made sure everybody was good, but nobody, 244, as I said that, nobody made sure you were good. And emotionally, physically, financially, that's what a mother does. Whether they try to diminish the moms to just nurturing and the emotional and the, practical aspect, laundry and all that errands, and we know moms do a lot, but it's still the physical, the protecting comes down to the mom, because sometimes moms have to even protect their children from their fathers. So at the end of the day, it's up to you, mom. You are the beginning. You are the start, right, of the of that child's defenses, even just immune wise, physically wise. Number one, choosing a great dad. But if you didn't have the mental fortitude, emotional fortitude, capacity to do that at the time, having those mother instincts kick in and protecting that child from any danger, even if it is the father. So people forget that mom does physical and financial, because at the end of the day, it's gonna, if she doesn't have that support, which she deserves, that's her and her baby. She has to. That child is looking for her for sustenance. That child is not looking for the dad for sustenance. That child learns to look to the dad for sustenance, but naturally, that child looks to the mom for substance, for milk, for everything, for protection. So you really embodied that aspect, is what Spirit is saying. And people act like it was just so hard to, to mother you. And we're not talking about in a toxic way. We're just saying, like, just to, be in that aspect from time to time. Everybody wanted to be in this, we already know this, exile witch hunt aspect with you. And that wasn't it. This black sheep, isolate, alienate, blame. It was, can we get any other, can we relate any other way? Is that just gonna be our relationship? You ain't get a hug, it's gonna be okay, or hear $5, like barely, rarely ever, right? So, yeah, we got that coming through. They're acting like you're just so hard to fulfill, and spirit and the divine didn't like that because it really was just this one element that you didn't ask for much. You don't ask for much. You just want respect, reciprocity. You want to be treated the way you treat others, period. And the divine was like, the divine didn't think that was a lot. And the divine was on your side on that, and still is on your side on that, and standing with you 10 toes down on that. Their deep and Solomonic magic, they did the bare minimum. They don't know that their indecision was a decision. They didn't know that the way they responded was a no to the contract. I'm gonna leave that the way it is. That's the message. They did the bare minimum. Their indecision was decision. Didn't know that the way what they responded was a no to the contract. You're in a love story with God, collective. That is so beautiful. You can't give birth where you're at, even if that may be physically, and for the most part, spirit is saying it's not physically, it is spiritually and emotionally. You can't give birth to your new thing, your new idea, your new business, your new home, your new, your new big step where you're at. So you have to be moved, and you will be moved. And so there will be some type of sudden travel, some type of journey, maybe even a rescue for some of you guys is what spirit is calling it. We don't quite, a lot of us might not like that word, but some of us, I feel God feels worthy to send someone in to help, and they're just calling that a rescue. But yeah, some of you do need divine rescue, and there's nothing wrong with that, and be grateful and feel, that you have that favor, and that the divine will even swoop down and come in, snatch you right up out that situation. I love it. Because that's how I got my ass snatched like a mama, snatching that kid right out that street. Come on, don't play. So it says a rescue out of your hometown, which is there. It says like under a spell of angst. So yeah, your hometown may be under just like, it's just too much has transpired, too much has been said, and even though spirit has cleared your name, these people still hold some type of vitriol and angst towards you. It's your light, it's your spirit, and it's the structure of that, the spiritual structure of that city is just too much darkness that wants to pull that light down. So once you hit that level, the God will come in to save you, to give you the rescue you need so you can continue to grow regardless of whether people want to be crabs in a barrel. So you will be moved for that. They believed that you wouldn't change until they changed. You have ancients of ancients protecting you. I'm not going to name drop, but just know some of these ancient, what do we call them, galactical bloodlines are with you. Then you also have some ancient demons that put contracts on you. They all failed. You were baptized at a young age. And we're not saying, it doesn't say by the right. It's not like a good baptism, like you thought you was getting a good baptism, but these people were really trying to bind you to some unknown spirit, so it didn't work. But you have been going through a releasing process of that work that was done on you when you were a child. And the disrespect was the closure. So these people think you might need closure, or they want closure, or anything. The disrespect was the closure, and the divine said that is that. I hope you like this message and you got confirmation, affirmation, validation from your divine team and the divine one. Love you.